how I did that? Show my cleavage today?
Well, because it's very deep cut today.
Hello.
And they're looking mighty fine.
Hello.
You look like what's her name on The New Normal, which I don't know if you're watching it, but
The New Normal. Yes, of course
last
I
night.
have.
she was great last night. I like her new haircut.
I didn't watch. It wasn't on last night.
Night before last. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. Is that when she went on the date?
Yeah, and she was all dropping her pens on the floor.
Yeah.
Boom.
And it was all about the breast milk.
Yes, the breast milk.
What do you think about people that breastfeed in public?
I have no problem with it.
I don't either. What do you think about people that breastfeed their kid at like 4 and 5 and 6 years old?
That to me is odd. just a tad.
I don't get it.
Maybe more than just a tad.
Have you ever tried breast milk?
Yes, I have.
When you were older and you could understand it?
Yes, I absolutely have. You forget, I was married. Well, yeah, it doesn't... Mind you, it's like warm, and I don't like warm. And, would you ever wear one of those things, though? I mean... To nurse a baby?
No, I wouldn't. No.
To make you feel more like Ophelia than you do now?
No. These breasts are not for milking.
Not for milking.
No, they're for look.
They're for show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that I could ever do that, but...
What, you couldn't...
I would never wear one of those things. No, I don't think I could. Can't I just have the bottle? I'll totally feed the baby. Just give me a bottle. I don't need it attached to me.
I don't know. Then they burp and...
Yeah, well, I don't think we're having kids anytime soon. I don't know. You never know. Could come back from a vacation sometime and have a little Asian baby. You could be Auntie Ophelia.
I'm already Auntie Ophelia enough.
I know, but
I'm Auntie enough.
Aren't most of your nieces and nephews grown enough to drink Jaeger?
Yes, they are now.
Maybe that's what you could fill that thing with.
Which is very sad that they are all. I'm still not really drinking though. I haven't been drinking for a couple
still
weeks.
Not feeling?
I just haven't been feeling like drinking. I only had one shot on Monday, just one.
On a Monday night at the whole?
Yes, and it was the worst shot I've ever had in my entire life.
Okay, who made it?
This guy came in the bar and he said, "Oh, I discovered this really fabulous drink," which is I should have. You know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to tell you what it is. During the break, if I remember, I will have someone make it, and then you can try it. In fact, what we should do is I should have them make it so that you can try it now.
Oh, God.
Maybe I'll have Frank come over here, and I'll whisper in Frank's ear what it is.
Okay.
And then I'll have him go and order it.
It does not... It already sounds disgusting.
It is.
Well.
But you should try it.
Okay.
All right, Frank, come over here and I'll whisper in your ear what it is, and then you can go and get it. You talk to the people while I whisper.
Shall I? I would love it if Jay would turn his camera the other way so we can get it. There we go.
Talk amongst the people. Frank.
Talking amongst the people. Well, of course, we're live at Urban Moe's on Thursday, which we are always every Thursday. Don't forget that you can get our free podcast on iTunes. You can just go search He Said, She Said and get us there. And I'm so scared about this shot. Is hers going to be virgin?
There's a tall boy back there.
Yes, very tall boy. Notice how Jay's head turned immediately.
Notice how we now have to send Jay to the hospital with whiplash.
Speaking of Jay, he's going to be your escort this weekend for coronation, to which he has yet to go get his tuxedo for.
But that's all right. I'm still totally not 100% sure on what I'm going to wear.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've narrowed it down to 2 choices.
You did show us some very fantastic photos.
Yes.
And one is I don't even know what color that is. Purpley?
It's kind of like a fuchsia.
Okay.
With purple. It's fuchsia and a purple.
A fuchsia and a purple.
Yes.
So you're in a purple mood this year.
Well, the truth be told, I found those shoes that I showed you a picture of.
Oh, with the rhinestonies.
Yes.
Okay.
And so now I'm all about those shoes. So I'm now going to build the outfit around those shoes.
Okay.
which is how most people should do their outfit. You go around the shoes.
Okay.
Which is actually how I dress most of the time. I figure out what shoes I want to wear, and then I go from there.
Do you do that only as Ophelia, or do you do it as Ricky
as a
too?
boy, I wear sandals.
Yes, you do. And you wear sandals with everything.
With everything, yes.
Everything.
I change my sandal. I mean, I have really nice sandals, and I have not so nice sandals. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have really nice leather sandals, and I have black leather sandals and blue, like all the colors.
Do you have like walking tennis shoes, or when you go on your long walks?
I do have tennis shoes.
Okay.
And I have boots, and I have, I have riding boots and cowboy boots.
And that's what you wear for Luna?
I wear my,
You've seen those, like, the little toe shoes that they wear?
Yes, I thought about getting a pair of those.
I was thinking about that, too. People keep saying if you're having problems with your calves or anything like that.
But I don't wear shoes to begin with, so I don't know why I would get those.
I know, because pretty much sandals don't, really.
Right.
That's sandals.
I don't like shoes. Yeah. I like heels, but I don't like shoes.
Yeah, you can walk you in some heels. Up and down University Avenue. For days, girl.
Look who's all in a mellow mood today. I don't want to say it's Miss Gouda, but it is.
Talk about me like I'm not here.
Elgar.
The fabulous Gouda was here early so we could do some testing of the lights for our little change.
And how did that go?
Not exactly the way we wanted to, but we're working on it.
Because I noticed the lights that I keep talking about still have not been turned on.
I know you just invited me to
I know.
Of course. I always loved it. That's
you know what? While you're here, you can do this shot with Aaron. This is a shot that I tried. Thank you, Frank. This is a shot that I tried this weekend.
And can you tell us what
after
it's
you
called?
drink it? It's called disgusting, but go ahead.
Oh, there's no other name for it?
No.
How do you know what it is?
Because I had one on Monday.
I smell the cinnamon.
Okay.
So drinking on this.
Yeah.
Well, we try as we can.
Yeah, it's.
Pineapple cinnamon.
It's actually really good. I like it. It has
You
a little bite
do?
to it. Yeah.
Oh,
It's different.
It's a fireball
Right.
Okay.
with apple pucker
Right.
and pineapple juice.
Oh, I got 2 out of 3. Apple pucker I didn't get at all. So
I wouldn't get the apple.
Disgusting! It's supposed to taste like an apple, like applesauce.
So did you go by a high school and got this recipe? From
Yeah,
high school students at the house?
that's
Yes.
exactly what I'm thinking.
This is like horrible. Well, it's always great to spend time with you. I love you so much.
Right.
On the break, you can show me the lights.
Oh, when you have
No, John's gone.
Yeah.
The lighting guy is gone.
Oh, fine, goodbye.
That's fine. Goodbye.
They're too soft.
Yeah.
We need something hard.
Too many shadows, girl. You know you don't like shadows.
You like shadows and you like it hard. Or
Meanwhile, back on He Said, She Said.
So, did you
Bye.
like that shot?
It was not as
Disgusting.
bad as I thought it was going to be, but not something that I would
Yeah, I wouldn't.
ask for.
They drink it as a drink.
They drank it as a drink, and so it's not. Did somebody give it a name and call it something?
No,
like
they
an
said. Well, I think
apple
maybe they
ball or
did. Maybe
some
they
shit?
did, but then they said what it was made out of. And
Was this a straight person that asked you to? Okay.
no, it was a gay guy.
Oh, well, clearly he has bad taste in liquor. I'm just
I
saying.
hope he doesn't watch the show.
Well, if he does, send your hate mail to Ophelia at hsss.tv.
I don't know how to check that email.
Right, exactly. forward on to me.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, I do know how to check that one. All right.
All right. First, we're going to give a shout out quickly to producer Nicholas, because I've been meaning to do it forever, and we haven't seen him in a long time.
Because he's a working child now.
Because he is a working child now. And he's working at Kitchen and Bath Experts, which he
Yes.
totally told me he wanted us to give a shout out to for all of you bitches that are getting ready to reno your kitchens and your bathrooms, because we know you got tons of money. It's a gay owned and operated business here in San Diego, and you can find them at kitchenandbathexperts.com. Boom, there's your plug.
So now, get your kitchen done.
Get your kitchen done, or your bathroom, or something.
I love my bathroom.
Your bathroom is ginormous.
It is. I love it.
I do love your bathroom. It's probably the only room in your house that I remember, and I don't know why.
You don't remember the closet?
No, that's true. I do remember the closet, yes. But I cannot for the life of me remember what your living room looks like.
Every time Jay comes over, he's like, I can't believe how big your closet is.
Well, because your closet's a fucking room. Perhaps kitchen and bath experts should do closets too.
They're like, do you really need this much space for a closet?
Because it's this much Ricky and this much Ophelia.
It is a little much. It is a little excessive.
Well, and your hair, the one thing that I wanted to ask you about in the photos that you had posted, did you get new hair for coronation? No.
No, I have my updo.
And that's the one you have to wear because when you get your crown?
Yes.
Okay.
When I put my crown.
Because I'm loving that one. I really like that
Well, I'm not wearing this one.
Bummer.
No.
Because I think those photos will be great. I can't wait to see photos of you and Jay.
I know. I tried not to do too tall of a hill. I did take that into account when I was shopping.
Perhaps he can get some lifts.
You know, because remember when we went to the Nickies?
Yes.
I wore my really high platform shoes.
You did.
And that was, and when we took photos, Jay kept telling me to sit down. He would only take pictures.
Because his head was right.
Yeah, he was like, I had to sit down whenever we took photos. So there were a lot of photos of me sitting down.
And please, chipmunk, right?
Yeah, so that's what somebody said.
Please, this year, also make sure you do not leave your phone on and your Facebook open.
I have a password protected.
Okay, good. Then that's wonderful.
The password is the address to my house that I'm going to buy when I win the lottery.
This weekend, Coronation Weekend, is also Super Bowl.
Yes.
Which we're all very excited about.
Yes.
I think, because
and there's going to be, can we just talk about Coronation just for 2 more seconds?
Absolutely.
There are going to be so many people in from out of town.
Well, and this is 41, right? It's the 41st? Monarch?
Yes.
Or whatever
Yeah.
it's called? Monarchs, right?
Yeah.
Monarch, okay. And so there's a show tomorrow night, Friday night. There's the and Parliament thing happening all day long at the center.
Right.
And then there's other stuff going on Saturday, and then their dinner and the coronation and the blah blah blah. And then what happens on Sunday?
The Victory Brunch.
Victory Brunch.
I will not be attending that because I'll be getting ready for the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, which you're going to your party.
I'm going to my birthday.
In Chulawana.
Yes, I'm very excited.
I am very excited too. I was going to have a bunch of people over to watch it on the new big TV.
Well, I thought you were having a halftime party.
I was going to, but we decided not to. We're going to go to the Range and watch it on their big screen. They're putting a big, giant screen out on their patio. So
I don't like watching it in public places.
Because you can't be loud and screaming.
Because I can't, because then it's not around football. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
It's about the experience.
Right. And I'm there to watch the game.
Of course.
I'm not there for the fucking prissy ass Nelly Queens that just want to.
That just want to see Beyonce.
Yeah. Not into that. They talk over the game. Something happens and they're like, home run. Yeah, no. I'm not into that bullshit.
Yes, which would be why you would not be coming to my house for a Super Bowl party. Although you and Donald would probably have fun.
Yes.
And me and the rest of the peeps would be crammed in the kitchen waiting for the halftime show.
Yeah.
Which would be when you and Donald go on a beer run.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, we were gonna do it.
Well, all of the commercials are already starting to come out.
Oh yeah, they're all on YouTube.
Yeah, it's crazy. Which is
which
kind of wrecks it because I mean that's part of the thing about Super Bowl is the know what I'm saying, the commercials, and they're fucking $1 million for 30 seconds.
4.12 million.
Oh, is that what they are? Oh,
yes.
That is so to me crazy.
It is insane.
Yeah.
So and they had calculated it last year because last year it was 3.5 million for a 30-second spot during Super Bowl, and so Madonna's halftime show was. I don't know, whatever.
Is that
13 or 14 minutes or whatever it was, which equated to $84 million. So if Madonna would have been paid, which she was not, neither is Beyonce, for performing at the Super Bowl, she would have been paid $84 million in advertising.
Okay, so, there's other things I got to pay for, but
right.
Okay, so speaking of Beyonce, let's move on.
Okay.
Speaking of Beyonce and all of her lip syncing,
the Beyontroversy.
Yeah. Do you think that she's going to sing live for the Super Bowl, or do you think that she's going to lip sync?
I think she is absolutely not going to sing live for the Super Bowl.
You think she's going to lip sync?
Absolutely. I think, okay, here, let me clarify. I think she will sing some things live, but the majority of the entertainment portion of it will be totally lip synced. And good for her, because they all do.
See, I think that some of it... See, I almost feel like she is going to try to sing live because of everything that happened and because she made such a stink about singing live for the inauguration. That if she lip syncs this, then that's all going to come back.
Right.
So I kind of get a feeling that she's going to try to sing live, but I don't know.
I think a lot of it too is going to depend on like who she brings on stage and all the other people that she has singing with her. But you know, so today she had a press conference for the halftime show.
Yeah.
And she started the press conference by making everybody rise while she sang a cappella the national anthem.
Right.
So I think she got it out of her system. She's all like, boom, bitches, I can sing. This is how I would have sang it if I would have sang it at the inauguration live. And now she can do whatever she wants in the halftime show.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know. I mean,
but you know who Vanessa Williams was on the talk today.
Oh, I love her.
I do too. And she sang the national anthem at the Super Bowl in '93.
Oh, fuck.
And she was saying that then, I mean, I liked her whole thing because she kind of like was a big stop. But she's like, oh yeah, that was absolutely lip synced because the network wants you to record it. You know, because there are people and there are flyovers and there are, fireworks.
And it's open air and it's not set up for a concert.
So they want it like pre-sung.
Right.
And then she sings over her own voice. She goes, which is what Beyonce, she goes, and that's not unusual to do for the national anthem. And so I was like, okay, Vanessa, she has some Beyonce back.
And it's also exactly what Whitney Houston did when she sang the national anthem.
Yeah. Well, they were saying the Super Bowl, and the Super Bowl actually have said that all the national anthems are pre-recorded.
Absolutely. Who's singing this year? Do you know? I don't remember.
Know who's singing it.
I don't remember. If he had an iPad, he could Google.
Maybe it's going to be, I have a feeling it might be Faith Hill. Because she does all of that. She does all of the other.
Does she have something coming up, like a new album or a movie or anything? Because it usually coincides with something like that.
I don't know.
Interesting. All right, we have to take a break because we have gone over our time limit. And we'll be right back.
Fine, I'm going to research.
Okay. We're back.
During the break, I was just saying that I'm a follower, not a leader.
Not a leader. You're such a follower.
You laughed, and Jay's like, no labels,
no labels. Well, at least we know he's paying attention, which is what the producer Kurt did. So we have been talking about it all week. We've been posting on the Facebook page, tweeting. This.
Well, I have not. You have.
Well, I have been tweeting for both of us.
Thank
because
you. Let's just be clear.
I wanted to make sure people know what your little Twitter thing is. I have to share it with everybody.
Oh.
So they know that they should be tagging you instead of doing #Ophelia, which is not your name.
Is there a #Ophelia?
There is, yes.
Oh. How do I find that?
Just search on your Twitter, #Ophelia. Oh, Lord, here we go.
What did they say? Is there anything good?
Well, no, that's what they put in place of your @AmazingNSD because they're not sure what your Twitter handle is.
Oh, Amazing
NSD. Amazing.
Is it INSD or is it N?
No, just N. Amazing
NSD. Yes, that's me.
Yes.
I don't know how to Twitter.
She does, but it's just
well, I do know how to do the basic Twitter.
Tweet. You know how to tweet.
Yes.
So technically you're right.
People try to send me messages. I don't know how to get those.
Right.
And I really don't know how to respond either. Okay, go where?
So go to the little C where it says discover.
Yes.
And then when it brings up the little search thing.
Yes.
You type in #Ophelia.
So I have to do the hashtag too.
Yes.
All right.
Type #Ophelia.
Ophelia. I'm going to be very excited. I hope none of my tricks are on here. I hope they're not hashtagging me. Can you create, like, Ophelia is a trick?
You can create whatever you want to.
Bad ideas are the most fun at Ophelia.
So clearly there's more than one Ophelia on Facebook.
You're
Or
insecure.
Twitter.
You know for what, Ophelia? I don't.
Right.
I loved Ophelia. 40,000 brothers could not, with all their quantity of love, make up some. Oh, whatever.
Whatever.
I don't think these are me.
No, I don't think those are you. And that's why we don't use the hashtag Ophelia. Because that's what happened.
Because I don't understand. These
Yeah.
people they do not make sense to me.
So, but when you go to this...
See, I proposed to Ruby today with paper flowers. Ew.
Ew.
Okay, I want to take off of that. All right, go ahead.
So, and when you go there, that's where you see the people that have, you know, done the little...
Yes. See, I get things like this. Follow me. And I'm like, okay.
So do you go to him and follow him?
I don't know how to go to him.
You click on that, and then you click on him like that, and then see, you're already following him. Woo woo! You know how to do it.
Well, I just clicked yes.
Yeah. So then
Who is that?
That's Urbano from The Range and 1202.
All right.
See, so those are all the times
See, this
everybody's
guy,
ever...
He keeps sending me messages too.
Who's Jeff Shute?
I don't know, but I love his photo.
He's got great calves.
Yes, he does.
Does he have a big cock? Let's...
It doesn't say. I don't think that he lives here. He's a truck driver.
Ooh, truck drivers are... Oh, hi.
I know, he's kind of cute.
Hi. Hello. He wears sandals or flip-flops.
I know. I would marry him for that. Think about how our sandal wardrobe could quadruple.
Yes, it could.
You know, when you ask him to do something, boom, he runs and does it. When I ask him to do it, oh, I'll do it in a minute.
Clearly, Jay is establishing production roles.
Clearly, now we know who's really engaged and who's not.
We're sorry for that little quick break. We had to do some technical sound difficulties. We're back in business. And while we were doing Twitter, and you still can't find your little tweet,
I know. They said they tweeted me, but it's not there.
we have been Facebooking and tweeting all day long all about
And
etiquette.
again, you have. I have not, but you
Correct,
have. Yes.
I have. Because you did text me and you said, I want to do this because
Yes, 'cause
it will be amazing.
Yes, let me tell you, okay, the premise of it,
Yes.
because it was very funny. So I have a friend who met someone live in a bar, like they, you know what I'm saying?
Right. It's the first time they met in a bar.
Yes, they hooked up at the bar.
Okay.
And they like hung out and talked, and it was kind of early in the evening, and then they really, you know, kind of got along, and then they drank and whatnot, and then they went home together, and they had sex, and then when they got done having sex, the guy's like, so, like, did you need me to call you a cab? Or, you know, like, as soon as I got done having sex, the guy, like, kind of jumped up, you know, to go and
Start getting dressed. And,
yeah, and he's like, you need me to call you a cab, or, you know, like, how are you going to get home? And my friend was, like, totally mortified. And, of course, when he calls and tells me this, I am laughing hysterically because, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, you just met him. Like, what did you think? You know, like, and he's like, well, I thought we were getting along really well, and, you know, like, I thought we were going to go back to his place, and then we were going to cuddle, and, you know, have the sex, and yada, yada, yada. And then, you know, I mean, I was really into him, and so I kind of wanted to go out again, but he didn't even offer me, you know, his phone number. He just wanted to know if I wanted a cab.
Yes.
I thought it was hysterical. I really did. And he watches the show. I'm still think it's a funny. He knows that I think that it's hysterical.
Okay.
So then he's like, well, what do you think would be the proper thing? And so my answer was this. A, I was shocked that someone met in a bar. Because that...
They don't do that anymore.
Yes, because, I mean, A, that breaks so much rules. But B, I was like, if you're at a bar and you don't have your car and you're going to hook up with someone, go to your place. And then when you're done and he wants to leave, then he can just...
Thank you.
He can just leave.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he can leave. And then it's not that thing.
Right. So they went to
The other guy's house.
Okay.
And then he didn't have his car, and so
because he left his car at the bar.
I don't think
that they met at.
I don't think that he drove the car to the bar to begin with.
And did your friend not say, well, you've got a cell phone, I'm sure you can get home. You know how to call Orange Cab or Uber or whatever, right?
Oh, well, the guy, what do you mean?
Well, why did he even need the guy to call him a cab? Or it's your friend that's saying that?
No. The other guy told my friend, do you want me to call you a cab?
Oh, right.
Basically saying, get the fuck out. Like, we're done, get out.
That is an Ophelia line.
Yes.
That's why he called you.
Yes.
Gotta go.
Yeah. Right. Thank you for stopping by.
Bye.
So, how would have you handled that?
Well,
because you don't have a car.
No, I do not have a car.
So if you met someone at a bar, would you go back to your place or would you want to go back to theirs?
I would not take someone to my place, no.
So then you would just expect when the sex was done to get up and call a cab? Or?
I would expect when the sex was done, I would get up and go.
So
I'd be like, bye-bye.
But now, what if you really liked him?
I would call him tomorrow.
But what if he didn't give you his phone number?
I would Facebook him. Because I'm really good at searching.
So yeah, that's what I heard.
I would Facebook stalk him.
So you would stalk him. All right.
Well, let me back up a little bit. I have not done that one night stand, hook up, meet at a bar, go home with anybody in probably
couple of weeks.
5 or 6 hours, years.
Right.
So I don't know what that's like, because that would be like pre-Facebook.
So
hooking up, burrito. Hooking up, burrito.
Okay, so then that's my next question. Is it easier, or what is proper etiquette when you're trying to hook up online? Because there's a whole online hookup thing too.
Yes, there is, and that is so totally. If they're coming over to my place,
but let's start at the beginning.
Okay.
Like, what if you're reading someone's online ad and they want a picture of you, but they don't have a picture up?
No, fuck off.
Who sends the picture first?
No, fuck off. If they don't have one, I'm not interested.
Well, what if they send you a message and they start to chat with you?
And then they send one in the little message.
Yeah, then they send you a picture.
And then they send me a picture. Well, I would probably ask a lot of questions about why don't you have a picture? It's like 2013 and like, are you married? Are you?
What if they just want to be?
What are you hiding from?
What if they want to be discreet?
Discreet.
I'm like for instance.
Do you want to know what discreet spells to me? Cheating.
No. Do you know what?
That's what it spells to me.
I say that discreet means a lot of things. If I was to post something, I'm not going to put a picture of me up.
But of you who?
Either one.
Really?
Some guys are closeted.
But you have profiles though that have your photos on them.
Yeah, but
you don't meet up from them.
No.
Okay.
But the reason that when that is there, and I've said this a zillion times before, when that is there, the people that send me a note are always like, "Hey, Ophelia, how are you? What are you doing on here?"
It's never want to hook up.
No, which is the whole reason that I wouldn't post a photo on there.
Okay.
Because I would be more discreet about it.
Well,
now, that doesn't mean I'm cheating, because I wouldn't be. That doesn't mean that I'm closeted. That doesn't mean that I'm positive. That doesn't mean that I'm any of those things. It is that I am discreet.
Got it.
So what if I think that there are people that are more discreet than not.
I think that you are probably right. I think that those people I probably would not hook up with.
Now, what if I sent you a photo and you didn't know me, or that you did know me, or whatever? Okay, let's say you do know me. So say we chat, blah, blah, blah. You send me a photo and you know me. Then what do you do? Do you call a friend and tell them? You're like, girl, you're never going to believe who just tried to hook up with me.
Probably.
Online. See?
Probably.
That's the reason I don't
You would do the same
No,
thing
I
too.
wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you, this is a true story. Because there have been several times that I have talked to people online when I have done stuff, this many years ago, and we have met, and I have figured out who they were, and they have figured out who I was, and there was a brief awkward moment, you know what I'm saying? And I would never tell who those people were. Not that we hooked up. I mean, because some of them, you know, would be like,
But what if it was pre-hookup and you're just like, oh my God, this queen is texting me, all trying to get all up in my
I
business.
still wouldn't.
Okay.
And I guess that would just be out of common courtesy, because I wouldn't want someone to do that to me. I know how it feels to have it done to me, so I wouldn't do it to somebody else.
Okay.
You mean like
Well, that's-
somebody like a Craigslist posting?
No, that I would do.
See? That's
That I totally
that
do.
I would totally do.
Just like if somebody did that to me on Craigslist, everyone would jump on it.
Well, of course, because if you put your shit out there,
Right.
well,
But
you
you
didn't
just-
have to.
Yeah.
Someone else did it for you.
Yes. And when you are, you know, when you are known, it's, you know, if you were a nobody and we were not engaged,
And we were not engaged.
and you did not run around and talk about what an angel you are, and then you would never do anything like that, and then, boom, there it is.
On Craigslist
Yes.
of all places.
Total. And you know you would do the same thing to me.
Well, then let me ask you this.
No. Oh, go ahead.
If, when you have somebody come over to your house
Yes.
to hook up, and you've met them online, Craigslist or Adam for Adam
Right.
or however you met them, and
I tell them I'm house sitting.
you tell them you're house sitting, exactly.
totally do.
Perfect, especially when you give out that address.
Totally.
And you're done doing the bump, 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 bump,
Yeah.
bump, and you are ready for them to leave.
Yes.
But they don't want to, and they're trying to engage you in conversation, and they want to get to know you, or maybe have can I have a glass of water, or can I have a glass of wine? How do you get rid of them?
It depends on the conversation.
Okay.
I mean, if the conversation is, you know, engaging, I'll have a conversation.
If the guy looks like someone that you could potentially be interested in dating, would you maybe,
No, I'd kick them right out.
you kick him right out? Okay.
Yeah.
That, I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying, if they were somebody that I had hooked up with, that had never met before, and that was the first time that I saw them,
Right.
sex was good, and it was over, and they were trying to engage me, but I felt myself being interested in them, they'd have to go right away.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Because then I instantly feel like a slut. And nobody dates a slut. So.
Well, and, you know, that kind of goes.
Having sex with them, that makes you go for like a slut.
Well.
So that kind of goes along with it's also like if I'm out at a bar or I'm out, you know, whatever, and I really like someone, I won't talk to them. I will almost go out of my way to ignore them. I will go out of my way.
And then, so if they confront you about it, what do you say?
Well, they would have to get close to me to confront me, and that generally doesn't
If
happen.
they cornered you in a bathroom, why won't you talk to me? What's wrong? Did I do
I'd be like,
something
'cause
wrong?
you need a breath mint, and I would run out.
And then you'd message them the next day. I'm so sorry. I
No,
was
I
really
wouldn't.
into you. Oh my God. Well, so so that's hookup etiquette, I
right.
guess. If you're
So no, okay. So let's talk about dating etiquette.
Okay,
you're
yes,
gonna go on a
let's.
date.
you're gonna go on a date,
Yes,
first date.
yes. First date.
If you are the person
Yes,
that asks the other person out on the date,
yes.
do you expect to pay, or do you expect them to pay half? Say it's a go out to dinner date.
I think what I expect is them to offer to pay for half.
Okay.
I don't expect them to pay for it, nor do I think that I would.
If it was reversed.
Right. Well, you know. But yeah. I have to think about this for 2 seconds. I would expect them to offer to pay for it.
Okay. Offer, I get that.
Yeah.
But yet, ultimately, you would probably pay for it because you were the one that asked them.
Yes.
If they offered, I would say no.
Although I have to say, I'm replaying in my head, the last couple of dates that I've gone on, that I've asked people to go on a date with, they've paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Because they offered it up first and didn't want you to...
Yeah.
And you let them?
And I didn't argue over it.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there an expectation on that first date, if it is somebody that you're super interested in, that you're going to go home and there's going to be some sort of...
No, you'll get a kiss.
Good girl. Trained you well. That's what I say.
Penis, but you'll get a kiss.
On the penis. You'll get a kiss. So then, what is proper protocol or etiquette?
I will also tell you, which is thrilling for me, and what doesn't happen very often, and will turn down more dates than not, is where they want to go.
Okay.
Now, that is a huge thing for me. Huge thing.
So
somebody asked me out. Example: somebody asked me out, and I go, "What do you want to do?" And they want to stay in the gay bubble. Done.
No, done.
Done. Suddenly, I'm sick.
Well,
sorry, I can't make that date. Yeah,
and
I gotta go out of the bubble.
We have talked a lot about that reason.
Yes.
Because of why. What will happen when you go out in the bubble, even if it's Ricky.
Right.
So,
out of the bubble.
But if he said, "Oh, I would like to take you to someplace downtown or someplace out in Faux Alley or wherever," then you're good to go.
Then I would be much more, because then I think that, and this is just me and whatever, I think that they are taking me into account on whatever that is.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? Just like I would take them into account. Like I would, if I asked you out, I wouldn't take you to the bubble out of respect that I'm going to spend time with you, and I know that there will be interruptions.
Correct.
So I wouldn't do that to you. So
Correct.
I would, and I know how much you don't like to leave the bubble. So I would have to think of something creative.
Right, and I do appreciate things outside of the bubble, but it does have to be creative.
Right.
Because as I also am a foodie, and I've been to almost every new restaurant opening ever. So you trying to take me to XYZ place downtown isn't going to impress me.
Right.
So I can do that.
Do you eat on a date?
I can do that shit on my own. Yes, I eat on a date. I would expect that they eat lightly.
You would expect if they eat lightly.
Especially if it is the 5th date.
Oh, because that's when you think you're going to have sex.
Exactly. And that's another etiquette question that I was going to ask. So at how many dates, since you have only given them a kiss on the penis on the first date, how many dates before you will give it up? Or
The second.
The second. See, for me it's 5.
And if it doesn't happen by the 3rd, we're friends.
We're your friends. Got it. See, I have a 5-date rule.
No.
My rule is 5 dates.
I say you don't buy a car without test driving it.
So then, okay, on the second date, are you eating?
Am I eating? Mm-hmm. It depends on where we go or what we do.
Knowing that the idea is to go back home and have sex.
See, to me, I don't like going on eating dates. Because to me, if I want to go out and spend time with someone and get to know them, I want to do something other than eating.
Okay.
And I think that is the hang up when people get, is they think that a date is to go and get food and drinks and yada, yada, yada. I want to go do something else.
Like, give us an example. Like, what do you want to do?
Go for a walk on the beach. I want to go do something other than eat.
See a museum or an art.
Right. Go
thing.
for a hike. Go do something other than, you know.
Okay.
Because at a dinner, you don't really get to know the person. You know, if you go to something, you get to know them.
Okay.
You know, like if you go to a museum, you really get to know them. You know what I'm saying? Like if they like abstract art and you're like, okay.
Ew, that shit is hideous.
You know, or if they like Victorian stuff, you're like, well, this isn't going to blend.
This shit does not look good in my house.
Yeah, so you're like, yeah. So to me, I think a date, if you're interested in someone, it should be out of a restaurant, go and, you know, trust. If it works out, you're going to eat a lot together. You don't need to go.
Okay. So then I have one more etiquette, and then we'll take a break, and
All
we'll
right.
come back and talk about some other
Then we're
etiquette
gonna talk
pet
about
peeves
pet
things.
peeves.
Pet peeves. So, you meet the one,
Yes.
you've been on the dates.
Yes.
And the conversation happens about moving in together.
In the same city?
Well, for
I was
you,
gonna be like, on the
we
first
might
date?
not be able to have this conversation.
Like, how many dates are we now? Like, I'm already itchy and sweaty.
See, and that's that's the first part of the question. After how long do you think it is okay to have the conversation about moving in?
Years.
Years.
2 days.
2 days.
I think this. Okay, first off, and I've said this a million times, I've lived in my house for 19 years. My house is my house. Like, it is mine. You know, like it is mine. And I think to have the conversation of moving in with someone, it would have, for me, it would be a bigger thing, and they would have to realize that it would be a bigger thing, because someone couldn't really move into my house without doing some major work on the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I have a huge closet, I have no space for somebody else. So, for me to have the conversation of moving in with someone, it would have to be me giving up my house
to move
to, you know,
somewhere else with them.
Right.
Okay, got it.
So that would have
And
to,
when
be
would you entertain even that conversation?
It depends on how it
on the person.
Yeah.
Okay.
How it evolves. I mean, if like, I also believe, I like my own space, and I believe in giving people their own space. And so I guess that would depend on how much I couldn't be without that person.
Got it.
You know, like if I met the person that I, you know, want to spend every waking minute with and I'm not working, then that conversation would become sooner. But if it's someone that is just cool, where we can go back and forth and spend the night at each other's house, I mean, I don't care if you bring a toothbrush, you know, like...
I'll give you that much space in my bathroom.
You know what I mean? I don't care if you bring over some things.
Right, you'll give them a drawer.
But... you know what I'm saying? I mean, I think I think the moving in conversation is just something that evolves. I don't think that you...
Okay. But you don't think there's like a too soon of a time to start talking about that, like 3 months into a relationship?
Well, too soon is the first date. That is too soon.
Lesbians, take note.
Yeah, that is.
And most 25-year-old gay men, take note.
You know, on the second date when we're having sex, you know, don't be saying this is our bed.
No, you can't spend the night.
Yeah, because it's not our bed. You know.
How long before they can spend the night? How many times for sex can they spend the night?
Well, I have a big bed.
Well, you have a ginormous bed.
So they can spend the night on the first night.
Over there.
That's here. Move on over.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh God, I love this.
But I also think that it's that, you know, because okay, here's a thing. Do you give up your side of the bed? You're with someone and they're like, oh, I only sleep on this side of the bed.
Well,
you move.
I had this thing when I was sleeping with someone in Palm Springs, and I don't have a side. I sleep in the center of my bed, so to me it doesn't matter.
So when someone's sleeping with you,
I have to compromise either way, and I don't really care.
I have to. Okay, my only thing is on my sleeping, because I can sleep on either side of the bed. Well, and I have a big bed, so trust I can. I have to sleep farthest from the door. So no matter where the door is in the room, I have to sleep farthest
from it.
From that.
Got it. Okay.
That's my only thing. And even in my big bed, because I really do have a big bed, I sleep on, the farthest side from the door.
And I know other people who like to sleep closest to the door. Yeah. So, and normally, if that's what it needs to be on the left or the right or whatever, I mean, I don't really care, because when I'm alone, I sleep, and I am not one of those who buys that ginormous bed and then sleeps on one side of it.
Oh, I do.
No. Not even at all. I sleep on all of my bed. It's my bed for a reason.
Yeah, no, I know. And I sleep, and I just sleep in the one little.
Oh no, I don't either.
Yeah.
I don't do that. No, but I'm also a ginormous cuddler, and I am a snuggle cuddler, and I snuggle sleep.
Okay, wait.
So
You
that's
totally
a whole
lost me on
nother
that.
conversation.
Again, why I have a big neck. I like to cuddle in the beginning. I'm like, oh, this is cute.
And then put that sheet between us
Then I'm
because you're all sticky.
Then I'm like, there you go, thank you. Like, I don't mind touching. Like, oh, we'll hold hands on the other side.
And then you're like, get off.
Yeah, I know.
I'm trying to go to sleep.
Yeah, I can't cuddle all night. Well, I'm a very hot person.
Yes.
I mean, well, you all know that because
Super.
you turn the fans on. I am constantly hot. Constantly hot. Which is part of the reason I don't wear shoes. So for me to sleep with someone, I like die because
I don't want your body heat touching all up on me.
Thank you. And they don't want my body heat all touching on them.
Right?
I'm just a very, very, very hot person.
Because you try to wake up in the morning and it's like peeling Velcro apart.
Gross.
Oh my God, we have to take a break. He's waving the flag. We'll be right back to talk about some pet peeves. We're back. We had a very fantastic conversation with Eddie Ray, who's here, talking about sleeping indoors and cuddling, and this etiquette thing has brought up a lot of interesting things, including pet peeves.
Well, I had other etiquette things, just quick ones.
Please tell me.
What do you do when you get invited to a party on Facebook? You know, there's all of those Facebook invites now.
Do you mean, do you check it yes or no, or
well,
maybe?
It seems like more and more people invite you to stuff on Facebook.
Yes. It's the new Evite.
Right. Do you RSVP to those?
I do if they are people that I know and I know that I'm going to go. Exactly, I do. I treat it like any other invite. So if it is a bear night party that I know I'm going to, of course I'm going to go. If it's a person's birthday party that I know I'm going to go to, of course I say yes. All the rest of them, if they are the random, ridiculous, every bar in the whole world, no. But I do more maybes than I do anything.
Yeah, I do too. Now let's say you do RSVP to a party that you're going.
Yes.
And then you decide that you're not going. Do you change your RSVP?
I do, yes.
Do you just call them directly or send them a message? What do you do?
I usually do both. I will text them or call them.
And say that you lied the first time and you're not coming.
I'm sorry, I can't, something's come up. And then I will change the Facebook thing. Absolutely.
Now, say you get invited to a dinner party.
Yes.
And you RSVP yes. Mm-hmm. And then you decide that you don't really want to go. Mm-hmm. Do you still go, or do you call them, and what is the appropriate amount of time for you to cancel, do you think?
Well, that is good question. I don't know. I would say maybe at least a day. At the very least a day.
So if you don't do it before the day, then you would still go.
Well, if it came down to the day, and unless I was deathly ill or sick or something was really wrong, then no, I would probably go. I would definitely leave early. I would make an appearance, but I wouldn't stay for the whole duration, but I would definitely go. Yeah.
Do you think it's okay to send somebody for you?
No.
In your place?
No. But see, people like us cannot get away with that.
I have done that before, though. Like, I will, especially like if someone will give me tickets to something or, whatever, and then I know I'm not going to go.
Right.
I will send.
Well, I have done that before. People have given me tickets to things or whatever, and I say that I'm going to go, and I know that I'm not going to, but I give them to somebody else. I let them know that I'm sending someone else.
Right. That was my question.
Has the availability. Oh, absolutely.
No.
I've done that before, but I do always usually let the person know that I'm sending someone else.
See, my problem is that I don't actually go to a lot of stuff that I say I'm going to go to.
And I will tell you this, because we've had this conversation about personalities on Facebook and those sorts of things. They aren't inviting you because they expect you to come. They're inviting you because they expect you to like it so everybody can see that you're going.
That is.
There is a big difference.
Yeah. There's a lot of
And
stuff.
there is Facebook 101 for everybody. They actually could probably give a shit if you show up.
That's probably true.
They just want everybody else to see that you're going.
Yeah.
So they think they might have to go.
And that actually does happen.
Yes,
I mean,
it does.
people will tell me, that they're invited. They're like, say you're coming even though you're not really. Like,
Right.
I'm like, oh.
And I will tell you that I do that for many events on Facebook.
Yeah.
Simply because I know the person that's putting it on, I know the whatever, and
You say you're going to go and you don't.
it's usually always maybe. It's never usually yes. It's usually always maybe.
See, my problem is I'm just getting old. Here's the truth. I'm just getting old. And so, like, if I have, like, several things going on or whatever, and then I get home,
You're
it
like,
takes a lot for me to want to change, like go out, because I'm like, ooh, that couch is looking good.
hey,
That's my problem.
I don't even have to spend time doing any of this, and I do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I get home, see that sofa, see Big Carlton with his 60-inch fierceness, and no.
Yeah.
Whose party? What?
Yeah.
Who's having a birthday? Oh,
I'm like,
sorry.
they won't even miss me. All right, so what are your pet peeves?
Okay, pet peeves.
I wish Ricky was still here to talk about
I
his
know,
girl.
goddammit, because
She
he
had
has
a
some
damn
serious
heart
pet
attack.
peeves. In fact, I should probably pull them up. But I will say that one of my biggest pet peeves, and I know this is maybe a ridiculous one,
Tell me.
but it has been pounded into my head from my mother. I don't know if you'll appreciate it or not. I hate men who use your bathroom at your parties and leave the toilet seat up.
Well, it's bad feng shui.
Fucking hate that.
It is
More
bad
than
feng shui.
anything. In the whole world, I hate that.
Yeah.
Oh, God, do I hate that.
I like the toilet seat. I like it all covered.
Yes.
I close it.
You should not see the water.
Yeah.
You should not see the water. Somebody might have forgot to flush. I don't know. I don't want to see what's in there.
Well, it's bad feng shui.
It's just, it's awful. No. That you clearly, your mom did not raise you properly.
Yeah, no, I like
You put
to-
that seat down, and you wipe all the dribbles off. Wipe the dribbles off. I don't be liking no dribbles.
Well, I said so.
Well, I do mostly, too.
Again, going back to being old and lazy.
So we could do it on the phone. Chris White actually posted a status update, interestingly enough, 2 days ago. Do you take your phone or your iPad with you into the toilet and sit on the toilet and realize after about 30 minutes that you've been
Still there?
that you've been done 25 minutes ago and you're still on the toilet
Do you
taking
do
your
that?
iPad? I do, yes.
I don't.
I do.
I don't.
I will be on fucking Facebook or stuff.
No, I don't take anything in there.
And I get up and fucking legs are numb. Can't feel it. Well, there you go.
Holes all stretched.
Right? Because I've been straining so hard for 30 minutes.
No, I don't do that.
Oh,
my
God.
pet peeves are semi. I think it's just common courtesy. Mine are. I cannot stand. My biggest pet peeve in the whole wide world is when I hold the door open for someone, man, woman, child, brat, I don't care who it is, and they walk through the door and they don't say thank you.
Yeah.
That is
huge.
drives me crazy.
That is one of Ricky's that he posted.
Is it?
Yes.
I cannot stand that. And I will, shout out, as you were within hearing distance, you're welcome. To get the people turn and look at you and you're like, yes, you are welcome for me holding the door.
Saved your ass.
Thank you.
You're-
And I also make sure that when someone does that to me, that I look at them and I
Say
thank
thank
them. Cannot stand that.
One of the other pet peeves that kind of falls in line with that Donald actually experienced a couple of days ago, are people with children out in public places who
But that shouldn't be allowed. That's
well, exactly.
I'm just kidding.
Starbucks line, grocery store line, whatever.
Yeah.
And their children, who are these bastions of germs, manhandling everything that they can possibly handle. And their parents don't do anything about it. that is one of his biggest pet peeves.
That bratty kids.
Well, and I don't know that they're necessarily being bratty. They're just touching everything that they don't need to be touching.
I'm gonna tell you what, if I did that when I was growing up, my mom would smack the shit out of me. Just
Right?
one bite. Yeah.
Oh, what about people who cough and don't cover their mouth?
That's gross.
That's so disgusting.
Yeah.
Sneezing and
Have you
coughing.
seen that commercial about the guy, the dentist sneezes in his face? I love that commercial. I don't know what.
There's also a YouTube video going around of this guy who does these like really pet peevey type things on some really busy street in New York. Like he sneezes on people, but it's all fake. Like he has this spray gun and he sneezes on people as they're walking by.
I saw that.
Oh my gosh, it is so funny.
I can't say that.
There are tons of pet peeves that I can, like toothpaste things. I'm very.
So what do you do for them? Do you address people that do that?
That's what I was going to ask. I would say absolutely something. If they came to my house and I was having a party and every time I went into the restroom I saw it lit up, I would go outside and make an announcement. Put the fucking toilet seat down. I absolutely would do it. If I was at somebody.
Why don't you, when you're at a party, why don't you put a little sign on the back of the toilet that says, "When you're done, please close the lid"?
I don't know because I feel I shouldn't have to.
Well, clearly you do.
Well, apparently,
It might save some aggravation. You just put a little.
Maybe I should just put it on a timer chain where after 2 minutes it just goes down.
They do have this. Yeah. They do have those electric.
Like an iPhone app. I could check to see if the toilet's up and put it down.
Yeah.
No, there are a lot of weird little pet peeve things. Like, I hate that my mom files her nails in my living room. I hate that. Hate.
Well, where is she going to file it?
In the bathroom where it belongs.
I don't think that bothers me. You know, my other one is people that hang on me. That's my biggest.
Oh, like when you're out at a. Yeah.
Like, why do you need to touch me? Like, why?
Handsy, like.
Yeah, I would.
Personal space.
Yeah, and everyone feels like they can do it. I'm like, really? Do you need to touch me? Like, I don't walk around touching you. Yeah, that's my.
Producer Jay, what's one of your pet peeves? I mean, he has a shit ton of pet peeves.
I was going to say.
But
we don't have enough time.
Besides.
What? And they don't say, yes, I hate that.
Well, I mean.
My other one is people that drive in the fast lane. People, it's a passing lane. You pass and move over, pass and move over, pass and move over. Because I'm going to pass your ass and you are blocking me.
And I don't know that people in Southern California get that concept.
It's not even Southern California. It is moron drivers all over the world.
Well,
I don't know if it's
the only reason I say that is because California is one of the many states that is known for having multiple lanes, besides just two that are one you drive in, one is a passing lane. In Colorado, I mean, that's what they have everywhere. California, no, not so much. People think they can drive as slow or as fast as they want to in 6 lanes of traffic, which is bullshit.
It is a passing lane.
It's a passing lane. Bitch, take your smart car over there.
Thank you.
In that lane, and you're going like 90 miles an hour, somebody behind you flashing the lights. No, bitch, you go around.
Oh, 90 miles an hour, flashing lights, you go around. Really?
It's a passing lane. You shouldn't be in it.
Sorry.
Oh, because
I will
90 miles an hour is beyond the speed limit.
Jay has that. I have been in his car, and he has been. I'm like, you need to move over. This is a passing lane. Move over.
Has he been texting while he was doing it?
No, I'd slap the fucking phone out of his face.
There's a pet peeve.
Yeah.
People who text and drive.
That is.
It's also illegal. Just pointing that out.
Well, unless you do it voice activated now.
Well, yeah, that's true. Which you can totally do, but he won't get the new phone to do that.
Do you know what I love? I love the people that, you know, because it's supposed to be hands-free driving, and so they're on their speakerphone. You know, they're...
Right. It's hands-free driving. Yeah. It's not up to my ear.
Because your speaker is on, that doesn't make it. No, it isn't. It's hands-free. Put the phone down. Yeah. Hands-free.
Another pet peeve?
For real, that's happening.
People tricking looking on their phone for the next trick. Yes, that fucking shit is stupid. And you want to know what else is stupid?
Do people really do that?
Of course they do. Because people are slutty.
Okay, well, first off, why do they even have their phone? I would be like, bitch, if you have two hands, they need to be not on the phone.
My other pet peeve is that people who come over to your place and ask you right before you're getting ready to have sex, I didn't bring any condoms or lube.
They clearly were not a Boy Scout.
Clearly you're unprepared?
Okay, so let's talk about this. Here's another one, which this should get hot.
This should get hot.
We might not have enough time. Okay, bareback sex. That's what we're going to talk about.
Biggest selling internet porn in the world. Just want to point that out.
So let's say, what is the thing? Because I've had some heated conversations about this. It's obviously everyone's responsibility.
Correct.
To be safe and
protect
whatnot.
themselves.
So say someone has bareback sex. Then can they be angry, or when is the appropriate time to ask what their status is?
Before it happens.
Okay, now let's say that they don't. Say they have the sex and then they ask. Does it matter?
What matter?
Does it matter that
they didn't ask, or that one of them is positive,
or that you didn't have the conversation? I mean, would you have the conversation if you had bareback sex afterwards?
No.
Then do you go, oh, by the way?
Oh, no. I would never ever put myself in that position, so I don't know. I don't know how to adequately answer that question, because that would be happening before any entry was taking place. Condom or no condom,
so,
that conversation would have been happening.
So, do you think it's ridiculous that they ask after they've already done it?
Yes,
That's what I say.
Absolutely, I do.
That you make the choice before.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what the reason, and I don't care, really. I really don't care. It's you guys having sex. But I think that it's ridiculous afterwards
to ask. Right.
You're like...
And let's be really clear. When you are going over to have fucking anal sex with someone, if you are going to fuck them bareback or you are fucking them with a condom.
Yes, you do.
You know before you go there, because it's how you set it up.
Right.
So don't even fucking lie and come back with some bullshit, or, oh, well, he didn't tell me that this and that and that. You knew you were going over there in the first place to have bareback sex, so don't even lie.
Right. No, I agree.
Okay, God, he didn't have HIV, but did you know that he could have hepatitis or herpes or gonorrhea or any syphilis, anything else?
Right.
Come on now.
I think it's funny. Because I think afterwards, why bother having a conversation?
Why even have it?
Yeah, you're like, all right. And if you're
swallowed my load, and it's all in your guts and everything.
And if you're in the moment of it, whoever you're with is going to say whatever they think you need to hear to continue. It's not going to matter. They're not. When they're like right there, the tip is lubed up, it's ready to go in.
OPS.
And they're like,
I'm HIV positive.
Like, do you have
OPS,
anything?
I have gonorrhea.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, oh, no, I am clean as a whistle.
Boom.
They're not gonna. Oh yeah, I have it all.
Oh my God. On that note, on that note, we talked about events. We know that Moses is doing the halftime show here. Important.
Come on. Important news alert. The Boy Scouts, which I know we're running out of time, but I do want to say this. So the Boy Scouts have started a phone line and a website.
Yes, they have.
To find out, because they're thinking about allowing gays in the Boy Scouts.
Finally, after
I'm like,
800 years.
I mean, I was in this Boy Scouts, and look how I turned out. So that's going to be...
You might get a badge.
Yeah, Fox is so going to use that little line. They're like, this is why we're against it. But it's been all over Fox, and Fox is like having all these people call in to have these conversations and yada, yada, yada. So it's important that people that believe and support that the gays should be in the Boy Scouts should call. It's quick, because I did it. Someone answers the phone. All they want to know: do you support or do you not support?
Right.
They don't want to have a conversation with you.
Right.
And the email is the same thing.
So
Send in. Yes, I support it. No, I don't support it. That's all I care about.
phone number that you can do this, and you can do this for however long until they make their decision, 972-580-2330.
Yes.
You can also send an email to nationalsupportcenter@scouting.org.
Right. But it's important to do it. By February
By
6th.
February 6th. Okay. By February 6th. Good to
Yep.
know. Until they tell you that you can't fucking call that number anymore, do it. You should be doing it.
No, chase that. We're at 65 minutes.
God, 65 minutes.
No, whatever.
Super Bowl's this weekend. Bear Night is this weekend at Numbers.
40 minutes last week.
Here's my shirt. People come to Moe's. You can go to many of the different places that are having Super Bowl. And congratulations on your award this weekend.
Thank you.
I won't see you because I'm not going. You're going
Oh,
with
I miss
Producer
you.
Jay. I'll be at Tom's house having some free Bear Night cocktails.
Yay!
Yay!
I clearly wasn't invited to that. maybe it's in with your tweet.
All right, everybody. We love you, and we will see you next week.